And I'm looking to come through, and I ask God all the time, Lord, can this season be over? Can we move on in my life? And I haven't gotten an answer yet. And so I have to wait and be patient, and that's hard, and that's difficult, but it's what I must do. I got a call from a friend yesterday, a surprising call. A revelation came through. This young woman revealed to me that she had had a son at 19 years of age, which she gave up for adoption. And now this young man has reached out to make contact. And they made contact for the first time last week. 19 years, actually 20 years now, had passed between the birth of that young boy and him meeting his biological mother. And they've talked and they've exchanged emails, and they are going to meet in person. And my friend is in great joy that what she thought might never happen, that she might never get to see that which came from her body, she's going to get to see as a young, handsome, intelligent young man. And she waited for this for a long time, never knowing if it would come. But in God's time, that took place. So we have 3 lessons to learn from today's sermon. Abram has to believe the Holy One when nothing much seems to be happening in Abram's life. That's faith. And the Holy One makes great people out of ordinary people. And out of ordinary people doing ordinary things. And the Holy One gives the rewards of blessing in God time, which can be quite different than our time. These Lenten lessons can help us face our own problems. As spiritual children of Abraham and of Sarah, God has made a promise of blessings for us too in our own lives. And so we need to seek and look at life from God's perspective, not just from our own tiny little perspective. We need to remember that little gifts of kindness, little snippets of our time in our busy life, a smile, a tender caress, that dollar in change can make a big difference in the life of someone else who desperately needs that caress, who desperately needs that tender word, and who may desperately need that change in your pocket. And this is how we are to live our lives, not necessarily in a blaze of glory, but in a gentle warmth. It is as if we are being bathed not in a hot fire, but in a gentle sunbeam. The Lenten trifecta of devotion is simple: prayer, fasting, and acts of charity. It is when we apply these 3 elements in our lives during this time that the change in the pace of life can sharpen our senses to the presence of the Holy One. And when we allow the presence of the Holy to change us, we too become holy. And then, like Abraham, under the canopy of heaven, with the stars twinkling above, we also hear God's words saying to us, "Don't be afraid. I am your shield. Your reward will be great." Amen. It's when we apply the elements of prayer, fasting, and acts of charity that there can come a change in the pace of our life that can sharpen our senses to the presence of the Holy One. Abram's change of pace in life was when God led him from the bustle and hustle of the city of Ur into the peace and solitude of the promised land, where Abraham could gaze into the star-studded sky and with certitude know the pledge of generations yet to come. Like Abraham, when you and I allow the presence of the holy to lead us and to change us, we also become holy. So won't you decide to take time, starting now, to follow in Abraham's footsteps into a journey of belief? Our website, www.christchurchglendale.org, has several tools on it to help you with your Lenten journey into holiness. For the daily morning or evening prayer services of Lent, you can click onto our link with the Mission St. Clair. This is a wonderful website which I have used for years in praying the service of morning prayer. It's how I start my day. I just click on the calendar and up pops the day's prayer service with selected scriptures, prayers, and canticles. There are even some hymns so that you can download to start or finish your day with a song. Our beloved web servant, Jim Arnold, has also added a web link to explorefaith.org. Explorefaith.org's Lenten page features several travel aids to transform your Lenten experience into a true journey of believing. There are Lenten calendars with daily quotes, readings, and prayers to help you in your 40-day journey. There are also daily devotions, blessings, and a Lenten toolbox to help you adjust your focus and support your soul. It's our prayer that these simple tools will make your journey into Lent more special for you. We have come to the end of another moment in faith. I hope and pray that this week's message will help you live a richer and fuller life. Moments in Faith is an outreach ministry of Christ Church Glendale. Come, join us any Sunday morning at 9 a.m. We worship in historic St. George's Chapel at 7010 Glendale Road. St. George's Chapel is next to the Episcopal Church on the crossroads of MD 193, also known as Greenbelt Boulevard, and Maryland 564, Lanham Servin Road. We're just across the street from the Glendale Post Office. The church phone number is 301-789-8977. You can send us an email with comments, questions, or prayer requests to christchurchglendale, all one word, @gmail.com, or by post to Post Office Box 584, Glendale, Maryland, zip code 20769. Thank you again for sharing some moments in faith with us. This is Father Declan. St. Paul said, "Do your best by filling your minds and meditating on things true, noble, reputable, authentic, compelling, gracious, the best and not the worst, the beautiful and not the ugly, things to praise, not things to curse. Do this, and God, who makes everything work together, will work you into His most excellent harmonies." May God bless you and keep you. May God make His face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May you know God's deep and abiding peace forever.